Yo, what up, what up, what up, and welcome back to the channel. Man, listen, I got a great one for y'all tonight. Like, yo, look, I'm not playing with you. There's a reason why I say that British people aren't humans, all right? There's a reason why it is that I go, yo, look, as far as English people are concerned, like, legit, every time you hear one of these dudes talking, you know what I mean, you should immediately just go, like, yo, why is this individual having a conversation with me about anything having to do with politics or freedom or anything of the nature? Legit. Because they are literally the most cucked human beings in the history of mankind. All right? I want to show y'all something. And then I want to show y'all what they're trying to do. Because they have fell down and bumped their goddamn heads. Let's check this out.
It's here, 90 kilometers southeast of London. Police found human remains hidden in the woods. Today, they confirmed it's the body of Sarah Everard, and a serving police officer has been charged with her kidnapping and murder.
Wayne Cousins, aged 48, has been remanded in custody and will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court tomorrow morning. Sarah's family, of course, have been informed of this development.
The 33-year-old vanished on March 3rd, walking home from a friend's in South London. For days, police scoured the area, looking for any trace of her. Then earlier this week, they turned their attention to Cousins' home.
Yo, let me be honest here, all right? Let me keep this all the way 100 with you. There were men, all right, who were arrested for standing here bitching about the fact that little boys were getting raped and murdered in this neck of the woods by Muslims a few years ago. And like, yo, because of the fact that this is a fucking pretty little white chick, everybody lost their goddamn minds. And they decided that it was of the utmost importance to make sure that her murder got solved.
Home in southeast England. The married father of two is part of the Diplomatic Protection Unit. The force itself is under investigation for how it has handled this case, and specifically allegations against Cousins for indecent exposure, just days before Everard went missing. For people in London, the case has sparked fear.
Literally where Sarah disappeared was metres away from my flat. Me and my flatmates have all been terrified, as have all my friends around the area.
Yo. Why does this bitch have a soccer ball jacket on? Right, like, yo, you can tell you're in an upscale rich neighborhood, right? Like, yo. Oh my God, man, listen, like, yo, it's so annoying being part of the second class part of society. Like, yo, it really, really is.
That terror has pivoted into a heated conversation about violence against women. Though COVID restrictions mean vigils planned for the weekend are banned by police, this organizer says something needs to be done to deal with the threats women face.
Spaces should be safe for women, and that it's not our behaviour that needs to change. It's not about what we wear. It's not about what time we go out. We can't.
Yo, let's keep this all the way 100 in the end of the day. Life is not supposed to be safe. All right? Life is never gonna be safe. That's why it is that, like, yo, for all of humankind, right? Like, yo, women had to be protected, right? It is what it is. Because y'all are not really people in the end of the day, all right? You don't have the ability to stand here and do what the rest of us do. It's just fact of life, all right? Just like children, same thing. Right, and even if you require this much care, to the point of where, like, yo, you literally live in the first world in a Western country where, you know what I mean, you have more rights and privileges than everybody else combined, and you still aren't happy with how safe you are. Like, everyone knows, all right? Like, it don't matter who you are, okay? Because, like, yo, in the black neighborhoods and the Muslim neighborhoods and the ghettos of these cities that we all live in, everyone knows you just don't go outside at a certain point, right? Like, yo, if you're not interested in the risk, like, yo, you don't go walking around at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the hood. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say the acres, right? But, like, yo, that's what we call our necks of the woods. You know what I'm saying? The acres, the hill, you know what I'm saying? Up to his pen and pop and, you know what I mean, the Fifth Ward, right? You don't go walking around in these areas. You just don't do it. Because there's a very good chance that somebody that's super down on their luck and real desperate is going to murder and kill you. right? It's just how the fuck it works. You're going to get robbed and murdered and left for dead in some fucking alleyway and shit by a crackhead. It's just how the hell that operates. And it's not worth the risk to your body to go and take that, you know what I mean, go and walk that stroll. Like, it is what it is, right? But just because one bitch gets murdered, watch, just keep, let's keep going.
There are calls for the government to intervene and allow the vigil to go ahead. For now, the Prime Minister says it's a police matter.
I totally understand why this has triggered such a wave.
Yo, my man looked like a fucking mad scientist. Why is your prime minister like a mad scientist? Like, yo, England, your whole country is garbage.
Of feeling on this issue, on the issue of safety of women and safety of the streets.
An outpouring.
Yo, look, man, you can't. Sometimes you gotta go. Bad shit happens, man. All right, people are crazy. We're smart monkeys. Like, yo, why can't we come to grips with this? Why do we always have to have control over everything that fucking happens? The fuck is wrong with goddamn human beings in this goddamn society?
Of anger for the murder of Everard, as her family grieve a woman they describe as beautiful, thoughtful, and incredibly kind.
Yeah, because it's a pretty little white girl, you know what I'm saying? You're going to stand here and have this fucking conversation with the rest of us. Now, let's watch what happens with the response to the legislative branch of what the fuck it is. Watch this. Just watch this.
And in the week that the woman, Sarah Everard, was abducted and we suppose killed because remains have been found in a woodland in Kent, I would argue that at the next opportunity for any bill that's appropriate, I might actually put in an amendment to create a curfew for men on the streets after 6 p.m, which I feel would make women a lot safer.
I'm going to let that sink in a second. All right. Let that roast into your head real quick. This is highly important. Let this roast into your head real quick. Right here. You know, we'll be a fact. Let's rewind this back and listen to it again.
For men on the streets after 6 p.m. We put in an amendment to create a curfew for men on the streets after 6 p.m, which I feel would make women a lot safer. And discrimination of all kinds would be lessened.
Did you hear those words that she just said? The words that came out of this fucking politician's mouth in Britain. She said discrimination of all kinds would be lessened. While you're discriminating against half your fucking country. Y'all, I'm Tom Pease from Pnoid News. Y'all know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.